flight cheer, Coach Paris.
Hey. Welcome to my very first video. I am super excited to be doing this type of content. I have many YouTube pages, TikToks, Instagrams, and all the things. This kind of fell in my lap this year, and we're going to get into explaining like what that's all about. Let's get into introducing myself. I am Petra. However, everybody calls me Coach Paris, and the reason why they call me Coach Paris is because they can never say my name right, and I don't like it. I don't like when you don't say my name right. I don't want to catch an attitude with you, so Paris it is. Let's get to my coaching credentials. I am a certified coach in the state of Illinois, and every state is different. So some states you don't have to be certified to coach by that state. Illinois you do, and I live in Central Illinois. Now, when I became a coach in the community I currently live in, my daughter wanted to cheer. I could not find a little league in the area where they cheered. Literally saw the football teams, like social media, that would have the little league cheerleaders. Reached out to them. They connected me to the person who was going to be over coaching staff for this community that we're restarting it up. That's how I hooked up with coaching. I wasn't really planning on coaching. I was planning to kick it this last summer, but it clearly did not work like that. I only coached because my daughter wanted to cheer. That was it. I didn't expect it to then lead to another coaching job come like the fall into the winter, now into the spring. And I just finished my season of coaching. So I've been coaching for 9 months straight, since late May of 2024 to the end of February 2020. I also own my own business, and I am a social media manager and marketer. I help professionals build their brands online. And because I do that, love to volunteer, especially in middle school, about social media, the goods and bads, so they won't get themselves in something they can't get themselves out of, or something to be very hard for them to get out of. And from that, I did see a need of our young ladies need something. Now, cheer's not just for girls, it can be for boys as well. But I'm specifically talking about females, and I'm specifically talking about females of color. I saw that, but it still didn't just trigger to me like, hey, this is what you need to be doing, until I actually started coaching for the CIYFL. Last year, I was a coach of the CIYFL CU Mustangs cheer team. I was the head coach for the varsity team. We only had one team because we only had about 9 athletes. And then I transferred into being the head coach for Team Beast Mode, Tiger Cheer Team. But if you have seen my content, you know. Those are the teams that I coach for. Now I am currently the director of CU Cheer over the Broncos and the Mustang Cheer team, which cheers for the CIYFL, Broncos and Mustang football. The ages of the CIYFL is from kinderpalm, so you have to be 5 by I think September 1st, which is very similar to what the school districts expect, all the way up to entering into the 8th grade come fall of 2025. So you can technically be 4 and turning 5 by September 1st, all the way to you are entering into the 8th grade come August. You can be a part of the CIYFL, CU Broncos cheer team, or CU Mustang cheer team. I only coach JV and varsity, which is 5th grade, entering into 5th grade, and then going through entering into the 8th grade. That's what I coach still for the Mustangs. Even though I'm the director, I'm still going to coach the Mustangs. Now, for my middle school team, it is from the 6th grade to the 8th grade. I have 2 teams, a JV and varsity. JV would be 6th and 7th grade. Varsity would have to be 8th graders, as well as 6th and 7th graders. But my varsity team is the team that has the most skills. Same thing for my varsity team for the CIYFL. If you come to be a part of the CIYFL, if you're 8th grader, you would definitely be on varsity. However, for 5th, 6th, 7th, you have to have a certain level of skill, high level of skill, to be on varsity. If not, 5th through 6th, 7th is on JV, and then 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th can be varsity. My specific types of cheer that I coach is I coach football, which starts in what you consider the summertime, going into the fall. So I start coaching in like the end of May, early June, and it ends like the last weekend in October. And then I start my middle school team. We do girls basketball, and then we go into boys basketball as well, sideline. And so I start second-ish week in August, all the way into competition season, which will start in like October. We'll start preparing for that in October. And then showcase season, which will be doing November, January, February type of vibe. And then we'll have the state competition in February as well. So I coached for about 9 months straight. And for about 6 weeks, I coached both teams at the same time. I love coaching. Typically, I love coaching cheer because if you do not know, cheer is the hardest sport to learn certain techniques because it's also the number one sport you get the most injuries in. A lot of people don't know that. My perspective on being a coach is literally has everything to do with transformation. And this could be for an elite athlete. On my middle school team, where it was just 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, a lot of them already had skills. They were multi-sported athletes, meaning they played multiple different sports. So they had a very high level tolerance for conditioning, work ethic, things like that. But the transformation still has to be there. And even at my level of coaching, if I cannot transform them, regardless if it's as a student, if it is emotionally, if it is in the technique for the sport, I'm not doing my job. And so if you are a parent who is looking to put your child in sports, either little league, middle school, or whatever, if at the end, if your child is not transformed in at least one way in a positive realm, that is not the coach for you. Transformation comes with accountability. It comes with structure, technique, sense of style, unity, bonding, conditioning. I could go on and on. If I'm unable to make that transformation in, if not one area, multiple of those areas, then we have a problem. I do what I know how to do, and there's definitely a transformation. The fly cheer coach thing kind of became a thing this year. You'll hear me say your favorite fly cheer coach, okay? Coach Paris, because I'm going to put it on. My team is going to put it on too because I'm really big on aesthetic and the way we look as well as technique over everything. That is my ideal athlete. You have to be able to be transformed. You have to be coachable. If you are looking to have your child start cheering either with me or cheering in general and you want them to learn some skills, I will be having some free camps this summer. And then we would just be in a park and probably be an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes. We'll work on conditioning. We'll work on certain techniques. If you need more one-on-one time with me, I will have some more inclusive camps where I will have a limit of how many athletes I will take. And those camps will cost. Those camps will also be in the park because we need the space. It will be a one-on-one type of thing because I will only have so many athletes that I can take at one time where I can help everybody at once. Follow me on all social media platforms so that you can be in the know when everything starts. CRYFL sign-ups for football and cheer will be April 1st, 2025. And then we'll have our first parent meeting at the beginning of June. Definitely be on the lookout for that. I will be doing videos educating you on technique, showing you how you could raise money quickly. I will be showing you how to use the resources you have if your school does not provide you funding for your team as a coach, not specifically cheer gear, but just as a coach. I will also talk about the highs and lows of being a coach, my icks. I will talk about some story times. I will talk about team rivalry, team bonding. I will talk about parent to coach interaction, student athlete and coach interaction. I'm going to talk about so many things when it comes to coaching as well as cheering as well. This is the reason why you need to subscribe. So go ahead, just slide up just a little bit, subscribe, click the notification bell because I will be dropping a video every week, sometimes twice a week, but definitely tune into my shorts because, baby, I drop a short, if not every day, every other day. I'm your favorite fly cheer coach, Coach Paris, and y'all be sweet. Switch it.